Hello students, welcome to tutorial Data Structure using C. I am Suyog Dhut from KK Polytechnic Nasik, and today we will see the topic stack as a data structure. So after completing this session, you are going to understand the concept of stack as a data structure. Coming to know the operations that can be performed on stack, and most important, understand stack operation condition. So we know that stack is a one kind of linear data structure when we have the classification of data structure. So stack is a linear data structure in which elements are added and removed in particular order. So we know that it is a data structure. It means we have to add a element, we have to remove a element. So it is done one by one. Linear, it means one by one. Now it follows the first in, last out principle. It means the first item to be inserted into stack is the last one to be deleted from it. So first in, last out principle. In stack, if you add element first, then it will be removed at the last. And insertion and deletion only permitted at one end of the list, means from only one end elements can be added in stack, and from that end element can be removed from stack. So let's look up at example, a real time example, so you can understand the example of stack. So stack of books, stack of chairs, stack of cups. So let's say there are three cups. First one is C, second one is D, and third one is E. So the cup C come first, but after time of removing, E will come first, then D will come, and then C will come. So it means it follows the principle first in, last out. Now insertion done from this end, right? And deletion is also done from this end. So only from one end, insertion and deletion is done. So I hope you understand the concept of stack. Now, as far as the programming or computer memory is concerned, so we can represent a stack as a one-dimensional array. Okay, so the elements are arranged in 1D array at appropriate memory location or index location. So whenever new element added in stack, then it is stored in computer memory at appropriate location. So array having index location, each one having address in computer memory. So whenever you add a element in array at computer memory, it will be stored. Okay. Now, which operations you can perform on stack? So there are two major operations, and first one of the major operation is push operation. Now what is the meaning of push operation? Adding or inserting new element in stack is called as a push operation. So whenever you have to add a new element in stack, then you have to perform push operation. New element always added top position of stack. It's very important. New element always added at top position. See here in this example, now three cups are there, C, D and E. So next cup F is coming, so it is added on the top position. So that's why new element always added at top position. Now if stack size is full, then new element cannot be added. So let's say you can only have 5 cups, that is the capacity or size. So after 5 cups are available, then new cup cannot be added in a stack. So that is a third point. Now let's try to understand with the help of example. So let's say there is a stack of 5 elements. Now initially it is empty, top is pointing at null position. Now let's say you have to push 5 into stack. So it will be added at this particular location, right? Now next, suppose you have to push 8, means you have to add element 8. So it is add at top position. So whenever top is pointing at that position you have to add new element. So same case, -7, 6 and 9. Now your stack contain 5 elements. So if user want to push or user want to add an element, then it is not possible. So you have to remember, push means you have to add new element into stack, and it is always added at the top position. The second operation that is performed on stack, that is nothing but pop. So what do you mean by pop? Removing existing element from stack is called as pop operation, right? So if you want to remove the element which is available in stack, then that type of operation is possible and it is called as pop operation. Now, most important, element always removed from top position of stack. It is not your choice that you have to remove the element you want. The element which is available at top position will be removed from the stack. And if stack size is empty, means if stack does not contain any element, then you cannot remove anything from stack. So let's say a stack contains 4 elements, 5, 8, 11, 15, and 15 being at top. So after performing pop operation, 15 will be removed. So now top is pointing to 11. After performing pop operation, 11 will be removed from stack, and your stack contain 2 elements. So element which are available at top position removed first. Okay. So I hope you understand the operations that are performed on stack. Now there are different other operations also that you can do. So first one is stack. So it will create a new stack that is empty. It doesn't require any parameters and it returns an empty stack. So it is a creation of array. Then next push. So it is used to add an element. It needs a one parameter, that which elements you have to push, and it returns nothing. Now pop operation is used to remove the element from the stack. It doesn't require any parameter and it returns the item that is removed from stack. Next operation is peek. So it returns the top item from the stack, but it does not remove it. So which is the element pointing to the top position? If you have to find out, then you can use peek operation. Is empty. If you have to test whether stack is empty or not, then you can use the operation is empty. So it will return true or false as a boolean value. Next one is full. So if you have to test whether stack is full or not, then you can use this operation, that is full. So it again returns a value true or false, that is a boolean value, or 0 or 1. And last operation is size. So how many number of elements are available in stack? Okay, if you want to find out, then you can have size operation. It not require any parameter, and it returns an integer value, that number of elements available in stack. Now the third part of this session is stack operation condition. So whenever you have to perform any operation, then two conditions you have to check. So first condition is stack overflow. Now what is stack overflow? When the stack is full and users still try to push an element in stack, then the condition is called as stack overflow or stack full. Means stack is full, all elements are occupied, and if users say that I have to perform push operation, then you can raise the condition that stack overflow or stack full. Now what is stack underflow? When the stack is empty and user try to pop element from the stack, means user want to remove the element from the stack, then the condition raised, that is nothing but stack underflow or stack empty. So by using this diagram, you can understand initially stack is empty, and if I say perform pop operation, then stack underflow condition will occur or raise. And if your stack contain all elements, if it contain all elements, and if you say push element, then overflow error will occur. So at the time of performing operations on stack, these two conditions you have to keep in mind, that is stack overflow and underflow. So I hope at the end of this session you understand the concept of stack, how it works, then which are the different operations that you can perform on stack, like push, pop are the major operations, and which are the stack operation conditions. It means at the time of performing operation, which things you have to remember or check before performing a operation. So thank you.